Hi, everybody. It's Donna Preety here. And today we're going to be talking about just doing a quick sort of 10 or 15 minute training on limiting belief systems, but most importantly, looking at where they actually originate from. Because, often in order to do something, and to make a change, we need to know where to look in order to, hit the button on that change. So when you know where your limiting beliefs come from, you can actually do something about it. And over the course of the next few days, I'll be posting up more videos where we look at, there's a lot of stuff out there around limiting beliefs. And I want to just first of all bust a myth about limiting beliefs. And that is that there's a lot of programs out there. I've done a lot of them personally, and I'm sorry to say that I found that some of the work that I'd done around limiting beliefs was powerful, but it just didn't seem to have a lasting effect. Whereas I can now see the error of my ways, and there's a whole industry based around limiting beliefs, overcoming, limiting beliefs and changing limiting beliefs. And I want to just bust that myth that you're never going to change them in their essence if the limiting belief has come from one of these two places, okay? So there's two ways that limiting beliefs are formed. And the first one is through a cataclysmic event, something really severe that's happened to you that all of a sudden you've downloaded a belief that this is really dangerous for me to, be in these situations. It might have been, I've worked with people that have been in car accidents, helicopter. I had one girl that was in a helicopter accident, so you can understand where the fear of flying would come from after that. But whatever that big event is, that can form really solid belief systems that you then build on from there. But they're not the ones that I'm talking about. Those ones are actually quite relatively simple to change. I do, you can change those ones. But there's another type, which is the one that's probably the one that's holding you back right now. And those are the limiting beliefs that we inherit from our childhood, just through osmosis, okay? Just through being in an environment on a consistent basis. When we are, when we're little kids, we don't have the ability to discern and ask what's true. We kind of just, taking everything as being valid and truth for us. And at the time, it is. At the time, it serves us. A small kid, to assimilate with their environment and to take what their parents, or their caregivers or their siblings or whoever's looking after them, to be truth is actually really fundamentally important. And, beliefs get a bad rap and our ego, because beliefs and your ego are kind of interchangeable in many respects. That's something that I can go into another day, and I will touch on that in the upcoming challenge. But our beliefs and our ego are interchangeable, and our ego and our limiting beliefs kind of get a bit of a bad rap. But honestly, we'd be lost without them, because essentially what they're doing is they're giving us this way of walking into a situation and not consciously having to work out what all the bits are. Your unconscious mind just scans the environment, says this is what it is, and this is what I need to do to help you stay safe. Okay, that's their fundamental purpose, is to orient or give you some orientation within time and space, and to keep you safe. So you would literally be lost without them. Okay, we need them. Okay, we need them. So we don't want to get rid of them, but we want to understand them so that they're not running the show. And so that when we need to make choices, that are in alignment with our goals, they're not coming in and trying to keep us safe at the detriment of our dreams, okay? And this is the number one reason why, if you're sitting here right now and there's some areas of your life that you're like, oh, I know that I can do this, why is my potential not matching up with my results? Well, this is the reason why. It's those limiting beliefs or those belief systems that you've inherited. Okay, so the good news is once you can understand them and see what's going on, you can do something about it. If you choose to do nothing and your life right now is a mismatch, well, that one's kind of on you, because now you've got this information. I mean, they say ignorance is bliss, but knowing that there's a way and choosing to ignore it, that's kind of, that's the ignorance that we want to avoid. When you just unaware of something, you know, that's, you know, there's not really much that you can do about that. But this is going to expand your awareness around belief systems. It's going to empower you to be able to make different choices. Okay, so let's jump right into this. And I think the best way for me to just, you know, explain this is with a story, because I had a client just recently, and she's getting ready to do a like up level within her business, and there's this practitioner training that she really wanted to do within her business. It's just going to up level her skill set, enable her to branch out into something, you know, another area. And the hesitation, though, is that you know, it's not a market that she's already tapped into, so she'd need to do that. That wasn't the hesitation. It was also that this next level of training was, I think it was around 20 or 30 grand. So yeah, and it was something that she had to pay for up front. So she was like, oh, you know, do I, don't I? You know, those moments where you're just kind of sitting on the fence, you know, money becomes a barrier. Okay. So then we looked at it, and I said, okay, well, do you want to just spend 5 minutes just having a look at the belief system that's underpinning this? And she said, yes, I absolutely would. So what the questioning that I used in this, and follow along with this, because this is a really, really good one, is, you know, looking at the belief system that's kind of driving the underlying decision. Because when you are sitting in a belief system that's just come, you know, through osmosis, through just being in your environment, what will happen is you'll keep recreating situations, because, you know, like essentially what's going on is that you're not focused. Like in this case, what we ascertained was that she wasn't actually focused on her end result. She was focused on what was missing from her life. Okay. Now, your focus creates reality. Okay, your focus creates reality. So if you're focused on your end goal, there's a really good chance that you're going to get that. But if you think you're focused on your end goal, but you are actually unconsciously focused on what's missing, you're going to create more of what's missing. Please allow me to expand on this a little. So the questioning that I asked her is, okay, what's something that you want that you don't have already? And she said, well, I want to have completed this practitioner training. I was like, great, okay. So what is it? So the next question I asked her was, what is it that you feel, you know, what is it that you think, what is it that you feel that this training is going to, or this practitioner training is going to give you that you don't already have? And she went, oh, okay, now we're getting into it. And the answer was, she said, I believe that it will give me a sense that I've got something worthwhile to say now. That, you know, that what I'm contributing is valid. And I went, okay, well then let's have a look, because that's what you think you're focused on. You think you're focused on, if I get this, then I'll be valid. But really, what your subconscious is hearing in that moment is that right now I'm not valid. Right now I don't have something of value to contribute, and that's why I need to do this, you know. For all you perpetual learners out there, you know, this is a great one. You know, how often do you think, oh, if I just do one more thing, learn one more thing, read one more book, then I'll be valid. And in that moment she went, oh, okay, got it. And then it was as simple as me then asking her, is this true? Are you really not valid? You know, are you really, you know, do you really not have anything, you know, valid to contribute? And she went, nope, that is so not true. And it was simply a case of her just sitting there for a moment, just quietly, and integrating that, and just feeling the energy shift within her. And you know, what comes from that, the thing is, because if you are somebody that wants to manifest right now, we manifest when we're from a place of wholeness. Okay, we recreate more shit when we think that something's missing, and when we get a sense that there's something missing in our life. And over this you know, over the course of these free trainings, which are in this group, so by all means, please add your friends to this group if you feel that this training is valuable. You know, I'd love, you know, I'm relying on you. I don't spend thousands of dollars of money on marketing. you know, like I have done in the past. And that means that I can bring these programs to you at no cost because I'm not spending any money on marketing. So help me to help you by inviting your friends. That's really all I ask. If you've got any value out of this video, if you think that you're going to get value out of future videos, or you know, even the free 5-day training that's coming up, then please, and the 5-day training is called Beyond Belief, because we're going to go beyond your beliefs. Okay, we're not going to sit in your beliefs, we're going to go beyond them. You know, that's where the magic is for you. That's where the true conscious creator is. And I'm really looking so forward to seeing you step into your power, even more so than you've been up until this point. So the bridge in this is to go from where you are to go from where you want to go, is to really start to work out, is what I think I'm focused on what I'm actually focused on. And it's no different to, you know, one of the best things that I can assume, you know, like, you know, like I was reminded of this the other day was when I was out the front and, you know, playing ball with my, you know, with my son. He's only 6. And I don't know if you did this in primary school, but when we were taught to throw a ball, if you wanted the ball to go where you wanted it to go, what did you do? You put your arm out straight and you focused on your arm, and then you threw the ball. And what happens in that situation? Well, you maximize your chances of the ball going you know, when you're first learning, you know, but it kind of goes in the right direction. If you watch a little kid that's learning to throw a ball, if they don't put their arm out in front, that ball is going anywhere but straight. Okay. If it goes straight, it's an absolute fluke. Well, the same is true for your dreams. It doesn't change. It's just that now, you know, you've just got to, you don't have your arm out in front, but you have to have your awareness out in front. You have to have your awareness out in front and make sure that you're focusing on that dream, focusing on that goal. Because if you're not, and also like doing these little, you know, these little exercises, which honestly, how long did that take? Me explaining that story was literally how long it took for me to go through that process with that client. Okay, it took next to no time, but the effect is profound. The effect is absolutely profound, because she's now creating from a place of wholeness, not lack. And you know, that's a completely different space to manifest from. Well, it's really the only place to manifest from. If you're not creating from a place of wholeness, if you're creating from a place of lack, or, you know, the other word for that is the negative vision, then you're throwing yourself into hard work and slog, rather than, you know what, rather than co-creating and actually manifesting and, you know, stepping into, what do sports people call it? They call it like stepping into flow. You know, you're in the zone. So if you want some of that in your life, then stay tuned. If this video has been helpful to you in any way, please like, please subscribe if you're checking this out on YouTube. And of course, you know, join the Facebook group if you're not already in it. And please invite your friends. I'm relying on you to invite friends only if you're getting value from this and you think that it can help people. That would be very much appreciated. So thank you everyone for watching this, and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.